What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? What up, Rune? How you doing, man? What up, Kang? How's it going, man? Where's my bot? There's my bot. Okay. What up, MJ? Thank you very much for that, man. I appreciate it, bro. Glad you're able to make the stream. Okay, guys, we're just setting up the bot here a little bit. We're gonna be doing some. We're gonna be doing something a little bit different today. So let's see here. We'll do. So we're gonna do something a little bit different today. What up, Michael? What up, Giovanni? How you guys doing? Here's the idea, guys. So we're gonna be opening up the poll right now. Every hour, we're gonna give you guys one option for content. So the options are, I can do RTA on my own account. I can do RTA builds on my account, and that one's a little bit different. So I have not re-optimized my account for this season yet. A lot of you saw I pulled Nikki, so I actually do have to do a pretty big rebuild on my account. So we can either do kind of the planning for my RTA season, or we can do the actual just wings. Or we can do community help type stuff. So there's 4 community help options in here. There's gonna be an RTA review, which is where I look at your box, give you thoughts on what you could do differently. Obviously the RTA views will get about 1 done per hour. So it's gonna be a question. Oh, you know what? 2v2 is actually good. We're gonna go ahead and add that in here also. She does 2v2 RTA. We'll go ahead and add that one in also. Actually they'll say 2v2 RTA with viewers. I feel like this is, you know what, I want to reset this. This is going to be too hard to follow in chat. So let's see, 2v2 RTA with viewers, RTA account, RTA build. Account, new build, viewer account, build, viewer account, Alright, so we'll open the poll up now. Now, the last poll option here, guys, the one that's single monster build many viewer accounts, this is the one I was thinking this would be kind of interesting. A lot of times people ask me, how do you build this monster, that monster? So what that last one would be me running the optimizer for just one monster on each person's account. That would allow us to do a lot more, because a typical community help, I spend 30, 45 minutes on each account. We're really only going to wind up getting one or two accounts done an hour, probably one, realistically. So if we do the single monster optimizer build, that's something that allows us to help more people, and it also can be kind of interesting content. So that's what that poll option is. Laurel with the super sticker. What up, Laurel? Thank you very much, man. Seriously appreciate you, bro. Seriously appreciate you. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it, man. Okay, one more thing, guys. We are experimenting with something new today. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm using a Bluetooth headset. So, what I'd like you guys to tell me is, how is the music today? I've got this way, the room is completely silent, so it's just operating off the filters that I have set. I'm not sure if the reason that we've been having issues with the volume is that my microphone is picking up my speakers. But I don't know how it's going to play as it's coming through the Bluetooth. So I need to know volume levels. Is it too low? Is it too high? Is it good? Hopefully this will solve the problem. Taylor, it's just vote option, so you don't need the one after it. What up, Skylover? How you doing? Tune it down a little bit more so it's still a little bit loud. What up, Mark, Antonio, B Brown? How you guys doing? Okay, let's see here. Edit filters. How is that? How's the volume there? Bro, he took my Julienne. That's not cool. Obviously, the test is a force ban. We do this. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Wow. Took out the Mo Long. Did not see that coming. Volume sucks, bro? Why does the volume suck? What's going on, man? How you doing today? Dude. Should not have been able to get that much damage out. Proc to death. There you go. Die. Die. Thank you. Oh, come on with the resistance right there. That killed me. Oh, that resistance was... And then he procs also. Seriously, bro? Seriously, bro? Nah, Dom's not broken. Violent's broken, man. I win this match if he doesn't proc. He procced... Well, he resists and he procs. Seriously messed up, bro. Seriously messed up. When do I get to proc, bro? When do I get to actually proc? Your whole team's proc like 6 times. Again, bro. Again he procs. At what? Seriously, at what point do I get a proc? That's still no proc. It's kind of idiotic, man. Hey, I got my first proc. Too little, too late, though. Yep, too little, too late. Dude, that was seriously idiotic. What up, well, what up, man? I'm glad you were able to make the stream today. All right, let me Whoa. Let me flash the voting options one more time in chat. Yeah, I was gonna say the picture's the same, bro. I was gonna say the picture's the same, so it's still pretty stood out. I think you win the honor of being the one who got it right, Sky. Bans the Nana, I lose, right? Yeah, just gotta take this straight. Bro, congrats on the win. Did you guys pull? Hey David, congrats on the Rika, man. That's awesome. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, this game is so frustrating sometimes. Diana Revenge. Bro, I mean, I know I got one proc, but one proc is not the same as whatever this is. Like literally, I had there you go. I had one proc the whole match. Come on, bro. Oh man, this is something beyond. This is just something beyond. Something beyond. Reckless into the Masha. There's actually no way I can even kill this from here. Yeah, there's just no way. No point. Oh, that was so stupid. That was seriously so stupid. Tableau Jamire, without LDs, I think G1 or C3 is probably the cap. I mean, if you have some absolutely crazy runes, or you have some crazy monsters to pair it with, you could probably get into Guardian, but... Yeah, Draco, that one, I mean, yeah. I've honestly, I've had worse luck sacks, but it's just, oh, bro, it's frustrating sometimes. That was supposed to be Heigang, not Nana, so clearly I'm tilted. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. I don't think there's any coming back from this. There's no way that Nana works in this draft, is there? Yeah, there's no way Nana works in this draft. That was a bad misclick. Try this. Nephthys is the reset here, right? And then we just have to let the Lima cycle out. I don't think we have enough damage. I actually had planned on changing my Nana to a damage build, but I did not have a chance to do it yet. Okay then. Why not just stun everything? Yeah, bro, it doesn't look like I'm gonna win in the next 2 years. Oh, the way this is going, I will not be winning anytime soon. Look at the Lima proc right there too. Procs right into everything. And that's GG. Soon as the Lima procs, GG. Literally nothing I can do here. Only thing I can debuff is the Juno. Infinite stuns, no procs. Procs for him, no procs for me. And the resistance, beautiful. That's what I was hoping to see, was resistance right there. There was never a chance. There was really no coming back from the Nana draft anyway. Well, guys, that's how you drop from rank 200 to rank 500 in 4 bad RNG matches. Wow. All right, guys, I still need I need some more votes on the viewer's choice content because right now it's like a 4-way tie. And at this point, it does not look like me doing RTA is a good idea. What up, Ace? How you doing, man? Oh, come on, you troll. Ace voting 1. Oh, you troll. Well, right now, RTA on my own account is in the lead. Oh, sorry about the cough there, guys. Nice proc. Actually, I mean, I procced also, to be fair. I procced also. Yeah, we're going to need this. Oh, nice resistance. Dead Oliver. Diana procs now, I'm pretty sure. Gal, my Riley is 265-ish, give or take a couple. Right around 265. Good proc for the monkey. That's how a monkey can solo a Molong. Yeah, if you want to hit the Riley, go for it. Let's do this. Oliver's ahead, right? Yeah, Oliver's ahead, so we may as well do this. Way to proc. And dead Oliver now, I think. Yep, monkey procs, monkey's ahead, dead Oliver. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I got a proc. Okay. Finally got a proc. What up, Noir? How you doing, man? Dude, brutal RNG, man. Brutal RNG. All monsters excluding boss. There you go. Alright guys, well it looks like the first hour's content is going to be RTA on my own account. So we just hit the 7 o'clock poll, so we'll do another poll again at in an hour. Which probably is about all I have time for in terms of wings anyway, so we may have to remove that option. Yeah, John, I'm definitely not free to play. Yeah, Kyle. I actually won one. It's a miracle, right? John, I've actually done a video on the most efficient packs, but generally speaking, most efficient pack out of all of them is going to be Daily Pack, Check-in Pass, and TOA Pass. I've never figured out which of them is the most, but I think Daily Packs are probably number 1, TOA probably number 2, and Check-in number 3. For crystals only, that's easy. Daily packs. The daily packs are by far and away the most efficient. You get like 6,000 crystals or 6,500 crystals for $44. That should be pretty easy. Actually, maybe not pretty easy because, well, I can kill Diana first because there's no buffs for the Shizuka, right? Yeah, I should be able to kill the Diana first. Kill Shizuka second. Hopefully that was enough. Okay, it was. S1 Molongya. You know what? I think he wins this. Oh, okay. Now that time I procced him. Not gonna lie, that time I procced him. Bulwark proc wasn't impactful, but there was definitely a proc on the Bulwark too. So that was like me, the guy who just luck sacked me before. Yeah, that was. Okay, let's get rid of you. Yeah, that proc on the proc on the Riley was absolutely huge because he could have killed the Molong. I think the Molong would have been snipeable by the Beelzebub there. To check Riley's artifact. Oh, she's got skill 3 recovery. Oh man, I can't get rid of the stupid artifact thing. Okay, let's just do this. Molong needs more HP. Oh, Laura. Laurel, I was about to like give you a huge shout out. Congratulations on the Volantis, and then I read the rest of your, you troll, man. I need to get Vanessa runed also. let's do this. And this. I don't feel like I have enough damage that way. Yeah, this. There we go. It must be nice to just have a Tian Lang in your back pocket. One reason why I so rarely play Diana. Once you get up to G3, everybody except me has a Tian Lang. What up, Andrew? How you doing, man? Oliver or Diana? Oliver, right? He's got, oh no, that's a loss. Yeah, I lose this now, right? Nice proc too, of course. And Despair Stuns just for good measure. Perfect! That's what I was hoping for. What up, Bipivin? How you doing, man? Okay, yeah, that's enough right there. That right there was enough. Pipivin, honestly, I just farm until my inventory is full, and then I use as much as I can, and then I sell everything outside of my key sets. So obviously I keep all the Violent, the Will, the Destroy, the Despair, Swift Rage, and maybe some Shield and Nemesis. But I sell like all energy, I sell all guard, I sell all that stuff. I use it all first, and then as soon as I can't use it, then I sell it. The Bub skin is nice. It's too bad that Bub is not usable. See, this combination is so toxic too. So you have to ban Shizuka. Kraka, yeah, there's pretty much nothing I can draft here that gives me a win. 100% loss. Five defenses for upcoming inter-server battle. I think maybe that's something that I probably something I didn't read in the notes, because I'm not really sure what you're referring to. dead Dominic, right? Yeah. Not a dead Dominic. Wow. Where's the attack on your Coco, bro? Thought for sure that would kill the Dominic. But to be fair, he had no attack buff. I guess that makes it tough. He had no attack buff, so that makes it, yeah. You know, to be fair, like, my Dominic's pretty tanky, right? Is this the same guy? Yeah, Sek took one orb. Sek only took one orb. I thought for sure the attack +4 would be enough to kill. I think this is the same guy. I didn't pay attention. I don't know if this is the same guy or not. Yeah, this is the same guy. Okay. So same deal. I have no way to win here, do I? Because now he bans the Sekhmet. Like, if I bring Sekhmet out again, he just bans the Sekhmet. There's absolutely no way he's going to let the Sekhmet through again, so... Veramos is an interesting pick here. Veramos counters Volantis really hard. If I bring Beelzebub, it counters Artemil, but it forces me to ban the Dominic and gets the Lima Shizuka. Actually, you know what? If I bring Julianne, bring the Julianne and do this. Yeah, the vote was for me to do my own RTA Sky. Do we get the provokes? Of course not. We get absolutely nothing. Beautiful. Absolutely sexy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, man. Oh, way to go, Volantis. Way to land absolutely not a single thing. Oh, you didn't get all the strips, you got, yeah. Oh, bro. Volantis, that was so bad. Okay, yeah, it is enough. It's enough. What up, Bronson? How you doing, man? Alright. Hey, Ethan, congrats on Cadiz. Lima every match. Lima every match. Well, Sky, there were separate votes. There was 2v2 RTA with viewers, but that one didn't get any votes. So Ethan, congrats on the Cadiz, man. Gianna. He shines the most probably in Steel Fortress. He's good for siege defense, not bad for siege offense, and decent in RTA. Wow. What a draft. Lima, Gianna, and Leo. Grats on getting off work, Tariq. Grats on the Bronson. Grats on the Bronson tableau. Grats on the tableau, Bronson. That actually might have worked in my favor. Yeah. Karma the Volantis, I would assume, which is fine. I should be ahead of the Masha, so we can do this. S2 strip. Slows won't hurt. Okay, let's get into you. And before you get to push all that stuff out, let's invite the Masha into the Riley, Max Res Riley. Cracks me up every time my Leo gets a counter. Would I build a dupe Shizuka? No, I definitely would not, Sky. Shizuka's strong in RTA, but at the moment, I don't think she's really strong anywhere else. Tariq, as far as my Shizuka goes, I did like 30 matches with her, and her win rate was like 40% for me, so I de-ruined her. She just, literally, this is five straight matches in a row against Lima? Dude, that gets old, man. Gets old. Somebody go summon something else. Lima Kraka again. No, Shizuka's actually terrible here. Shizuka gets wrecked here. I was trying to use Shizuka to counter Lima, but the problem is the Lima just strips everything the Shizuka puts up into slow debuffs instead. Nah, Kraka Lima. For people who have Kraka Shizuka. Kraka Shizuka is the meta, man. Kraka Shizuka Lima is insane. Last pick is clearly Shizuka. Well, if you don't use it, then they just kill you. Like, she hasn't worked in my drafts. I'm not saying she's not good. I'm just saying she hasn't worked in my drafts. I mean, Shizuka's OP, bro. Shizuka's OP, but she works best in set comps, like with the Lima, with the Kraka. I have considered just building, I've seriously considered just building Shizuka Kraka. I get cut now, right? By the Abellio of all things. Why would you not heal there? Thank you. Oh, that's why you don't hear it. Yeah. Wow. No choice. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, I mean, that's on runes, though. That's on, I also knew it was very clear that he had a big damage down from water. That's why he didn't heal. So, like, he gave me the information. But the Oliver not killing, that was the part where it was like, what? And then the Despair stun on the Riley was just icing on the cake right there. So, but that's just runes. I mean, I should not have gone for the Molong. He made it very clear. He made it very clear not to try and Reckless. As soon as he didn't go with the Abelio, I should have known that I wasn't going to get the kill, but I really thought the Oliver could finish. I still think I can win this, though. If he stops proccing. I think I can win this if he stops proccing. What up, Rob? No, you're not late, bro. Everybody's gonna act, so let's make sure she's below. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Oh, he got the provokes. That hurt. Ooh, nice. Okay, that should do it, right? That does it. I was literally gonna say the only way I lose this now is if he resists me right here. Only way for me to lose was if he got a resist right there. I should still win. I should still win. So Julian stuns anytime he gets a critical hit with his S2. That's his stun. I don't know. What do you call it? That's his condition. That's his condition. I still actually think Julien's the best of my LDs. I know Nikki and Volantis, the Nikki being new, I know Nikki and Volantis are both really strong. And if you play turn 1 CC, they make for a better team. Julien can be harder to get into the drafts, but if you get him into the drafts, then Julien is the best of the LDs. It's just he takes more work to get a draft in where he's safe and makes sense. But if you can get Julien Riley into a draft like we just did, well, you saw what he can do. Is he gonna try and Nana me? He is, right? That's okay. Let him do it. Maybe this means we won't face a Lima for the 6th straight match. No. Well, the last one was Ragdoll. No, I banned the Lima. Yeah, so it's like 5 straight matches against Lima. Yeah, he's gonna Nana. Nana Ragdoll? Nana Ragdoll is cool. Go Ragdoll. I'm cool with that. Alright, Zing Zay's cool. Zing Zay's even better. Zing Zay's even better. Someone asked where the Riley's at before, by the way, so this is the Riley build. A little squishier than I would like, to be honest, and that's we're on the slot 6 for this. Gotta go into Bulwark or Molong. Only options. Really? Wow. That just sucked. He stole the shield! He stole the shield rune! He stole the freaking shield rune! That's GG. Wow, bro. Stole the shield rune. And then he proc. No, Bulwark. I tried to take the will runes off of the Dominic, so that I could reset it with the Oliver because he got the stun on the Molong. And instead, he stole the actual shield rune that's like 1800 HP. So he did such little damage that he stole the freaking shield rune off the Dominic instead of stealing the will rune. And then Dominic got the key proc and it was GG. Wow. That was a crazy match. Seriously though, how do you steal a shield rune? How do you steal a shield rune, bro? But yeah, like I said, I still think Julian's the best of my LDs. I think Julian's very underrated. But it's because he's so hard to use. It took me a while to get used to him. And right now the drafts are allowing me to use him. If I can put Julian in my draft, I feel like I've got a better chance. Like if I put in Volantis, well, Volantis is better to counter control. Oh, what does this dude use? I know this dude. I know this dude. What does he play? I can't remember what he plays. I think he's got a strong Abellio. No, he won't run Gianna against this counter. That's why I did it. Yeah, he'll run the Hay Gang, so. He's got the Masha, which would have been the best counter there. don't have another stripper room, that's a problem. Those are the 3 strippers I have ruined. Hey Gang, Juno, and Volantis. I don't have another one ruined, so... If I take out the Ciara... It looks like he's banning Sekhmet, right? Or is he banning... No, he's gotta be... He's banning the Oliver. He's giving me the Sekhmet. So if he's giving me the Sekhmet, then I can do this, right? Yeah. I don't know that I actually have enough damage to get a kill. The Bulwark's gonna be an issue. The Juno too. I think what I remembered about this dude, when I say I know this dude, he's got a crazy Juno if I remember correctly. Freaking Volantis never lands the freaking provokes that you need. Never lands the provokes you need. No defense break, but we do still have the, we still have one more chance for defense break. Nope. I mean, Juno's not 100% activation rate, so at some point she also has to miss one of these strips. What up, Pippin? Oh, there we go. She missed 3 of them. Even better. 1v4 Juno? I think it's possible. I actually think I could lose this 1v4 to the Juno. Oh, I so need a damage Nana, man. I really need to change Nana to damage. Okay. Time to switch the Nana up to damage, man. I've been meaning to do this for ages. $63. Should I make her faster? Or should I just give her more? I think I should probably just get her crit rate up, right? That's not a bad rune. There we go. 264. Let's try that. Alright guys, we're going to open up the poll for the 8 p.m. hour because I've got to be running, I forgot to check, but I've got to be running down on wings. So we'll take my RTA out as an option. Let's try our crit damage Nana now. Let's see what she can do. I lost this draft. I went way too fast. No, one vote, only one vote, bro. Only one vote. Land any glancing there for me? Like, just a glancing would have been good. Despair Chilling. Love it. It's a good build, to be fair. It's a good build. Oh, so close! So close! I should have targeted him earlier. I played this wrong. I drafted bad and I played it wrong both. Okay. Yeah, instead of healing the Masha, I should have just actually put up immunity and then gone into the Susanoo since I had the high damage output Nana. So I just played that one bad all the way around. Nice draft on his part. I mean, the Spare Chilling's pretty interesting. We might get a Nikki draft here, guys. We might get our first draft. Never mind. What up, Hands of Devil? Jax, I pulled Nikki 3 days ago? 4 days ago. Add RTA on Ace's account. I'm not sure what you were referring to there, Ace. Pipavin? What was your question, bro? The last thing I remember seeing you say is that you were, Last thing I remember seeing you say is that you were doing a full rerun and burning your crystals in R5. Yeah, nice flex there, bro. Nice flex. Summoned your fourth Martina. I still have none. I don't really have a win condition here, do I? I think I lose this like 100% of the time. And bit. Good proc. Yep. I had no win condition there though. Josephine, by the way, guys, if you ever face a Volantis and you win a Josephine, or you draft a Josephine, you will win 105% of the time. There may be no stronger force ban in the game than Josephine against Volantis. Like, you could literally basically just play Josephine 1v4 against Volantis and you probably win a fair amount. Unless they have some form of reset to go with it. But if you can't get the Josephine reset before you go, It's like 100% win rate. 100% win rate pick. Or I guess not 100. It's 85% win rate pick. I think Praha's good in RTA. Her buff makes her interesting. I don't know if she fits in the current RTA meta, but like Praha would actually be decent. If he hadn't drafted Sagar, Praha would have been pretty decent right here. By him drafting the Sagar, Praha's kind of not a great pick here, but yeah, Praha's not bad in RTA. She's not the best in RTA, but she's not bad. I didn't see if he got resisted or not. Nice proc. Nice despair stunts. And GG. Trendy, is it solo R5 next week? You gotta remind me, bro, if it's solo R5 next week. So 18 times 500k, like 9 million less. Most of the mana is just gonna go into maxing stuff, honestly. Hands of the Devil, I do think it's possible to build an RTA box around Mi Ying, even before his, but the thing is, you can't build it around like first picking him. Kind of the way I use Julien. You build your drafts to make Julien possible, you build your drafts to make Mi Ying possible. That's basically what it is. So he goes first turn. So is he reset Nikki or Volantis? Volantis is the play here, but a lot of times people will reset Nikki. If he resets Nikki, I have a chance. If he resets Volantis, I probably lose. No, he got the play down. Stop rocking Tableau. Keep procking, Nikki. Yeah, Robin, the Nikki build is still not even really anything. I haven't done the Nikki build properly yet. I really haven't done, like I haven't run her through the optimizer. I'm still trying to figure out where to use her, but it's basically in drafts like that where I can use her. Yeah, Jose, Nikki I pulled 2 days ago. Alright guys, last chance to get your votes in for the next hour's content. We got 3 wings left, so we're going to switch up. If it stays with viewer as first, then we're going to be opening a drawing for the viewers here after this wing. He bans one and resets the other. Ciara gets some bombs. I think I have to play for the cut. Yeah. Yes and no, Jose. I'm certainly drafting them when the situation calls for it, but you can see like right here I'm not using any LDs, and I don't like this playstyle, man. I still truly hate this playstyle. I should have not taken the speed lead, I guess. I lost. Dude, that's a tanky Ciara too. Dead bird now, right? Stun? Nah. Does he kill Verd? Well, he's got both, right? So Verd's dead off the Carnal. Second kills Dominic. No, resets Oliver. Better play. And then he procced. But the proc wasn't meaningful there. Honestly, the proc was not meaningful. He had it already. Yeah, with the reset, there's nothing I can do. Oh, I did forget to switch it to live chat. Okay, I just switched it up, Taylor. Okay, yeah, so definitely, we're actually tied right now, guys. We're tied between 2v2 RTA and Siege defense builds. So, Next person to vote is probably going to be the tiebreaker, but nothing else is close. So it's 2v2, option 0, or siege defense build, option 3. Samuel, so leave teams for Bastet. Basically it's Julie Lucian with speed lead, and then like some pivots like Cocky and so forth. What I would actually do is just go to RTA replays and just search for the monster Bastet, and you'll see, because she's pretty much only ever drafted in cleaves, so you'll see which cleaves that you can run. So siege defense is option 3, 2v2 RTA with viewers is option 0. I have to give him the Julianne, don't I? I'll flash them in chat one more time. Proc! Bye-bye, Julian. Yeah, she's generally not an issue, but she becomes much more of an issue when they've got freaking Shizuka Lima. Yeah, I honestly thought the Shizuka buff would take her out of RTA, but I forgot that every single person who plays RTA except me has Lima. Yeah, Shizuka Lima, man, it's just brutal. It's situational, bro. Very situational. What up, Dias? How you doing, bro? Wow, seriously, bro? That was not necessary. That might be GG. Taylor with the super chat says, I think your chat on stream is behind or top chat. Taylor, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Seriously, appreciate it, man. I did say earlier I had it on top chat when you asked me, and then I switched it over to live chat. I think I might have just been a little focused on RTA. But let me take a look here. Let me get caught up and see if I missed anything in chat then. Yeah, Vlad, I mean, Rocky is a super specific counter, but with Vanessa's buff, maybe a few more people have Rocky Rune. Generally speaking, in that fight, I thought I was okay, but I mean, I didn't really have a choice. You can't let them have Lima Shizuka. You can't let them have Lima Shizuka. Things just didn't work out for me in that fight. What up, Luke? How you doing, man? Hands of Devil, yeah, Vero was an insta-ban against the SEMA, because the Veramos is on Triple Nemesis, which, you know, he knew the Veramos would be on Triple Nemesis. So Vero would cut the Asima, basically heal up all the defense breaks that the Asima does, heal up my entire team, give me an attack bar, give me a chance to stun the Asima. A Triple Nemesis Vero absolutely wrecks Asima, so it's a force ban, and that gave me the Sekhmet, which gave me the chance to reset, because the Veramos should cut almost every time. The Sekhmet still has an 85% chance to be resisted. Here's the Sekhmet build. Vlad, the difference is, like, Vero isn't great against, for example, yeah, it's just because it's a fast rune. It's my fastest accuracy rune. That's all it is. But yeah, Vlad, the thing with Kiki is she does big damage, but she doesn't do the same level of damage as Asima. Like, that's the reason I banned the Nephthys. Nephthys doesn't really do enough damage to be safe, to safely proc the, Nephthys doesn't do enough damage to safely proc the Nemesis on the Veramos. And so if you ban the Nephthys and they let the Veramos through, then the Veramos will cut the Asima. If they ban the Veramos, then I get the Oliver Sekhmet lead and I can reset the Asima, and he only had 2 damage threats on the team. Basically, his 2 damage threats were the Asima, or I should say he only had 2 threats on the team. His 2 threats were the Asima and the Nephthys. So by giving him the force ban there, the Oliver Sekhmet combination gives me an 85% chance to win. If I get the reset on the Asima, I should usually win. If I don't get the reset on the Asima, then I should usually lose. Unless for some reason it's a super slow Tiana and my Oliver outspeeds, but my Oliver is really slow. There's no way this Oliver is going to outspeed the Tiana. Vero's on triple Nemesis, so this is the Veramos build on triple Nemesis. And then actually, so the Sekhmet build is nice. I mean, the Sekhmet build is nice, but I actually like the Ethna build more. I'll usually go to Sekhmet before Ethna, but every now and then I'll put the two of them in together. The main thing is, right now, I only have 2 speed leads Rune, and one of them is Moore, and Moore does not work well for me. The Rune set's not great, and he really just doesn't fit almost anything I do. So most of the time, what I try and do is get away with the Oliver speed lead and give them a force ban. And if I can do that, then I just need the Oliver Sekhmet. I don't always need the Ethna. So it's pretty rare that I get the 2 in together. But if I do draft the 2 together, the Ethna tends to be... The Ethna is pretty crazy. Like, the amount of damage that I can get out at this speed, because I've got decent artifacts on here. They're nothing amazing. But they're solid artifacts. And the amount of damage I get out at this speed is pretty consistent to get me to that guaranteed stun level. Taylor, I would say you could probably go a little bit lower on the Veramos build, but he needs to be tanky enough, because if I'm using him mainly as an Asima counter, Asima can easily do 20,000 plus damage on that turn 1. Yeah, guys, I think Tomo would probably be better. I mean, there's a lot of different speed leads. It's just that I have not actually... yeah, you're right, Trendy. You're right. Hey Gang, Juno, and Volantis are the only strippers I have ruined, because Moore is not a stripper, bro. Like, all right, hold up. I actually set this up, so we'll show you guys a little bit of SW Arena data, and you can take a look at why I don't draft Moore. So if you look at my lowest win rate monsters for the season, there's Moore, 46% win rate in 30 drafts. He's super ineffective for me. He's just super ineffective. It's actually not super effective overall, 49% win rate for the season, but it does worse for me than he does for most people, and it just doesn't fit my teams great. Highest win rates for the season, so Veramos, I've only drafted him. That last match won't have recorded yet. So I've drafted Veramos 7 times, I've won 5 with him. The Rika I've drafted 4 times, won 3. You know, you can see the top win rates up here. But as far as like monsters that I've actually drafted a bunch, it's basically Molong, Vertihile, Bulwark, Diana, Leo, and then the Nikki, interestingly, has a really high win rate, and she's been forced into a lot of drafts. So her win rate probably should be a little higher, because I've been experimenting with her and she's been forced in, but man, that's a sick win rate for the season too. I didn't realize she was so high. If we look at like the overall season win rate, highest for the season, let's see, if they've been played more than 5,000 times, let's say. So Veronica, we all knew she was going to be busted. The data proves it, but who would have ever guessed Geldnir would be number 2, man? Who would have ever put Geldnir at number 2? Nigong, I'm not totally surprised. The Lucian, I'm a little bit surprised. I don't believe that Lucian is sitting there that high. That's kind of crazy. Also, though, I thought I put 5,000, and he hasn't been drafted 5,000 times. Interesting. But yeah, not a... Okay, there we go. There we go. There was something weird with the filter there. Okay. So, Nana, 53%. Surprisingly, even after her buff, or even after her nerf, she's still that high. But it's her pairings, man. It's the fact that she gets paired with OPLDs. I don't want to say like she's not strong, because Nana's strong, but her win rate gets pulled up because of the monsters she synergizes with. So if you look at the monsters that she's best with, played together, she gets played a lot with Ragdoll, Shizuka, Juno. These are all, well, Juno doesn't have a great win rate, but amongst the rest, these are all pretty much like the top win rate monsters in the game, and so of course she's gonna win. Her win rate gets pulled up because she pairs well with other monsters that have really high win rates. That's basically what it is. So again, I'm not saying Nana's not strong. Nana's really strong, but I think some of her win rate is misleading. I think maybe she's a 51% monster, not a 53% monster, but she gets played with a lot of OP monsters, and that kind of artificially boosts her win rate. Just my opinion. Obviously, there's no data to prove that. The data that we can see is right here. But if you look at the monster that's single most drafted, it's Masha, but Masha wins less than 50% of the time also, and so that means that, like, yeah, sure, she's in every match, but she's not exactly OP. Oliver, Dominic, both right around 51. 51 is really strong, but it's not OP. The 51 from Shizuka, I feel like maybe that's going to start to move up because the Shizuka buff from 2 months ago took a little while for people to start figuring out how to use her. It wasn't as instantly evident as Dominic, but we're seeing these more creative comps like Shizuka Kraka. I mean, Kraka was legitimately a D or F tier monster. Nothing changed with Kraka. Nothing at all changed with Kraka, except people figured out that she's absolutely amazing with Shizuka. Yeah, but guys, it's just all about synergy. It's like 3 seasons ago. Ryu wasn't broken, Chung wasn't broken, and honestly, Yogun wasn't broken, but Ryu, Chung, and Yogun together was absolutely broken. So that's the thing. Nana's not broken. Narsha's honestly not broken, but Nana-Narsha is broken. It's the pairings, and Nana just synergizes so well with some of those LDs that, yeah, they make each other better. Yeah, Wojo, there's absolutely no chance of that happening. I don't enjoy it, man. I legitimately just don't enjoy it. I hate the playstyle. I mean, I'm doing it, you know, I'm running Oliver first pick now, and I'm not even, you know, it's like, I love Nikki. Nikki is, like I said earlier, I feel like Julienne's my best LD, even though most people, like, if you didn't have any of them, you would probably go Nikki, but I think it's just because Julienne fits my playstyle so well. Nikki is absolutely OP, but Nikki forces me into a playstyle that is so much less enjoyable for me. And that's not complaining about Nikki, bro. I mean, Nikki was an amazing pull. Nikki is not like one of the trash LDs or anything. Nikki was an amazing pull, but trying to figure out how I want to use her, that's the tricky part, because I don't want to go with that whole 290cc thing. And honestly, Hey Gang Juno makes it pretty hard to pull off Volantis Nikki. Suggested Tomo build, I think she's typically run on Despair. I thought I did this already. Yeah, I've got it all in. Why is it, like, bugging me with the notification thing? I don't know. Yeah, so Tomo's typically done in Despair. So Despair will and just speed tuned, basically. All right, guys. So we are gonna be setting up the drawing. It looks like the winner is oh wow! Did not expect that. 2v2 with viewers. I didn't see those last couple of votes come in. All right. By the way, guys, since we're switching screens, channel supporters graphic is updated, so take a moment to just give a huge shout out to all of you guys who have supported the channel over the last 2.5 years. Very much appreciated. Thank you guys very much. Seriously, I think it's amazing. It's just amazing to see like 18-month members. There's a couple on there that are actually 2-year members, and it's just mind-blowing to me every time I like update the graphic. Alright, so we are going to go to channel 8895. We're going to do, let's see, giveaway. So we'll say, we're just going to do 2 matches of 2v2 RTA so that we can try and get through a handful of different matches. We're just making 1 point today. Pipivin, if you're still around, bro, I remember you asked me, so apparently, like, because I was on top chat, not live chat, I must have missed your question. So if you're still around, Pipivin, you want to ask the question again, I just remembered. Feel free to drop it into chat. What do I think of Hyena's Ludo Vigor Siege defense after the Ludo buff? So the Ludo buff, just refresh me, I believe it's just that he rolls 1 dice at the start of the match, right? Does Nyx's passive work for all the 6 mons? And so Rob, today was the first day I've ever done 2v2 RTA. So I don't know 2v2 100%. But from what I saw today, it would not work on all 6 mons. It would only work on the 3 mons across from him. Okay, so we're thinking about Hyena's Ludo Vigor. How would I counter that? Do we have a fire unit that could consistently... Yeah, could I just go double wind? I feel like maybe I could just do double wind plus Rune and drive the Vigor into the Rune, but the Ludo would get some defense breaks out. Yeah, so I think the problem with the Hyena's Ludo Vigor, you would need to build the Ludo on damage. If you built the Ludo on damage, even or with some good artifacts also, I guess it could work. I don't know. I like the Ludo Vigor combination. I don't know if I love the Hyenas there. But Hyenas is your 1-speed lead stripper. I think it has possibility. I don't think it's going to be like the strongest defense ever, but the reality is I don't think there's any defense right now that's strong. I legitimately don't. So I think it's worth a try. Let's say that. I think it's worth a try, but I do think you need the Ludo on damage because you could just attack it with double wind Rune. And if the Vigor is your only source of damage, the Rune will tank the Vigor all day long. I think you'll wind up seeing something like Royd Triana. Something like Royd Triana Rune feels like it would do well against that defense unless the Ludo's on damage. I'm sure there's other counters too. Like it's different when you're looking in your box. Right now I'm just trying to think on stream, so that's the first thing that comes to mind. And I'm trying not to think about like free to play or like premium, you know, like kinky and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's worth a try, bro. I would try it now before tourney and see how it does for the next couple weeks. But I would definitely do a damage Ludo, and I would work with a lot of additionals. So not like normally you want damage reduction on your defense, but we're gonna count on the Ludo dice roll for the damage reduction. I would be full additionals on the Ludo and just try and get that turn cycling that he can do to make up the extra damage. So Jose, Bale is okay. If you have Poseidon, Bale is better. But if you don't have Poseidon, and honestly, I think right now after his buff, I might like Varad more than Bale too. Thing is, Varad just doesn't like. Sorry, Bale does big damage, and his dots and his debuffs are interesting, but he doesn't do any attack bar manipulation. So monsters like Poseidon and Varad that do attack bar manipulation with about equal damage, to me it's better than the uncleansable dot. I don't think Bale's bad, but I wouldn't put him top of my list on that AoE nuker type monster. Alright guys, we're going to draw the first 2v2 person. It's going to be Trendy. So Trendy, if you want to drop into channel 8895. Yeah, I am on Global, Taylor. I am on Global, so this drawing would only work for people in Global. Jose, do not feed. Never feed a new monster, bro, because you never know who's going to be buffed in the next patch. You never know who's going to be the next dominant. Maybe in the next patch they make it so that Bale gets AoE ignore defense and the monsters can't revive. Or even if they just give him like monsters can't revive. Like honestly, do not feed a monster. Even if he's bad, and Bale's not bad. Bale's not bad. He's just not as good as Poseidon or Varag, right? But never ever feed a new monster. How do you do this? Anybody know how I invite somebody to 2v2 RTA? I guess I just have to type your name in, right? King Gear with the super chat saying Puerto Rico represent. King Gear, thank you very much, bro. Seriously appreciate the super chat, man. How you doing today, by the way? That's LJ, right? Okay, yeah. Invite. Okay, guys, if anybody's got like Chinese characters in the name, you're just gonna have to invite me. I think that's what it's gonna have to be. My name's the easiest to type, so I'll just let you invite me, actually. Taylor, I don't know how Spectate would work. Trendy will give you first pick. But King Gear, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate it, bro. I mean, Jose, honestly, like the Pungbeck buff is interesting, but not crazy. The Tesher buff was interesting, but not crazy. But yeah, you really don't want to be in a situation where one of your monsters gets buffed and then you just like can't. You don't have it. Alright, so Trendy taking the speed lead. These guys are doing some sort of weird cleave. Oliver's gone, right? Alright, Trendy, do me a favor. Just take a second speed lead and I can guarantee to take turn 1. As long as we get a speed lead, I hate that it doesn't organize your monsters by draft. But as long as we get a speed lead, one of these will take turn 1. What time is it in PR right now? Sam, honestly don't know. Today was the first time I ever did 2v2. Like legitimately, I think I did like 5 when they first, I did 5 matches or 10 matches when they first brought it into the game. Like the day it came out. And because queue times were so long, I never did it before. Okay, so you're Eastern. You're 3 hours ahead of me. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I didn't notice that, but thank you for pointing that out, HOD. They have no strips, so we could use some immunity, like a Wusa or something. So we can only control one side, right? So I think we need to ban the Savannah. HOD, I just did the initials because it's a really long name. I guess technically it's THOTD, Thatad, but HOD, Hands of Devil. If he does this, he can't actually buff. Well, he can buff here, can't he? Yeah. So I guess we'll just snipe out the Bethany. Easy win. Easy game. gave me the segment too, so I can reset the Oliver and it's just the cocky. That was big damage. Okay, let's get rid of you. Oh, bad prop. Put the bomb on the cocky, and then heal me. We don't want to lose the Julienne. You can just cycle here too. Nice kill. Oh, you have to heal yourself, never mind. Dude, that cocky did so much damage. Guess I should have reset the cocky. That build was crazy. Jamire or Eladriel? Yeah, I would probably go Jamire. I'd probably go Jamire. My bad. Bro, they've done... Wow. They've done a lot of matches. They have done a lot of matches. Okay, let's try with me taking first pick. I'll be honest, I did not expect the cocky to be able to do anywhere near that much damage. Also, I always think in terms of, because the weird thing about 2v2 only having 3 monsters, so thinking in terms of like, having 4, and then you don't have the 4. It's kind of weird. Jamire is not resettable. That's an interesting team. Let's go a heavier damage outplay here. What up, Garb? How you doing, man? Bro, Garb! Long time no see. What's going on, Garb? It's building a Guild War defense when your opponent gets to pick 3 of the 4 monsters. But then when your Guild War defense has to work with another defense, it's just different. Let me go ahead, by the way, we'll go ahead and pick the next person up is going to be Mario Mora. So Mario Mora, you'll be up after this one. I'll reopen the drawing. It's only 1 point, so I'm not going to make you guys redraw. Something multi-hit, yeah, not this. Oh, no worries, Mario. Okay, we'll grab the next person then. The next one up is going to be Vlad. Vlad rocking the same LDs as me. That should be interesting. Fire Lich work really well because of all the extra monsters. I don't know. I don't know if he takes turns. Like, I don't know enough about 2v2, honestly, guys. I don't actually know. Not enough damage. Still, set up for the monkey now. That Leica was in front of the Shihu. Wow. Kill the Leica! No! How does Leica live? Does Diana gain attack bar if he attacks on the other side? I don't even know. They can despair stun anytime now. Man, it feels like I'm taking more damage in 2v2. I swear, it feels like, yeah, it just feels like things hit harder. Ah. Oh, nice stun. I think Oliver's dead, yep. I think that's GG. No, I think I would assume your tower stats only affect your own monsters. Alright, Trendy, well, good games, man. We tried. We tried. It didn't work out, but we tried. Oh, with 23 seconds left. At least they fixed the queue times. Like, when you get decent queues, this is not bad. Yeah, sorry we didn't get any wins, man. I really have no experience with 2v2. I did the 10 matches this morning. We lost, we lost our first 2, we won like our next 8, and then we lost the last one. But the last one was a bit of a luck set. Honestly, that second one, I maybe should not have gone into the Leica. I thought the Dominic could one-shot the Leica. But I didn't really have any other targets either. It was Leica or Antares. That was pretty much my only options, and the Antares was already reset. I have all the occult girls, Salty. I have all 5 occult girls, I have all 5 vampires. Yeah, I don't see how you can't let a Shizuka through into Kiki Tasarian, bro. I don't see any world in which we can let Shizuka through, because we don't have immunity. If they ban the Riley, that Shizuka sends everything back at us. Just ignores the Nikki. I'm not complaining, but I am surprised. I guess the Daphnis is gonna go for the Nikki. Yeah. No, he goes for the Oliver. Interesting. Provoke the Covenant. You gotta take the Covenant. Nice. Has this Masha not procced yet? I don't even feel bad about that, bro. He's procced every time. Nice play. Favorite monster family? Well, it'd be the one I don't have, but the oracles are by far the strongest. I actually would have preferred he did land that. Oh, good prop. Sleep? Ah. Immunity on the Tessa. Nicely done, bro. Nicely played. If you can strip the Masha, it's GG. Perfectly done. Hit the molly. Aw. Oh, actually, never mind. My bad. Masha was ahead. Too fast. Alright, let's get you Oblivion. Okay, I'm starting to actually feel bad. Despite all the procs, why is the Ciara like not hitting a Bellio to cycle? But I did actually start to feel bad, like despite all the procs, that Ciara's missed I think 3 bombs. The one on the Abellio, it would have been better if the Ciara didn't miss the bomb, to be fair. But the others were kind of bad luck. It's gonna get the bomb here on the Tessa now though. Never mind. Yeah, actually, you know what? Favorite monster family, so... I love my Julienne, but the Cadiz I've never had success with. I love Fang, I love Molong. If I had a Tian Lang, I would probably have to get a new phone because I would throw it in excitement. So, maybe it would be the Pandas. Actually, maybe it would be the Pandas, because Mi Ying I think is a ton of fun also. The only Panda I've never really used is the Fire one. So his only damage at all so far is the Savannah. Makes more sense to do more aggressive damage. Try to get the Savannah out, right? If we did this. So HOD, I don't know if Aistic Gaming is still on stream. I know he's played around with me a lot. He might have better stat goals than I do for that unit. The Artemil might be tough, but the Knicks had to go. Oh, I just wanted the attack bar. Can't reset his cool time. All I really wanted was the attack bar. That was a waste of a Shizuka S3. Whoa! That Nikki had absolutely no freaking HP at all. And that Jemira is not ruined. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Jemira is definitely not ruined. All right, there we go. So we'll do one last person and we'll open up the next drawing. So the last person is going to be Taylor. Taylor, congrats, bro. Vlad, thanks for the games, man. Nice wins. Nice wins. Nice gameplay, bro. Seriously, well played. That first match was like actually a really challenging match. There were a lot of complicated plays, so I thought you crushed it. All right, guys, we're gonna open up for the this will be the last one, so this will be for the last hour of the stream. Taylor, are you, I mean, you were here a second ago, Taylor, so if you want to invite me. So just a refresher for those who weren't here at the start. If we do a siege defense build, we're probably only going to get to do one because I will actually do... Oh, okay, I can invite you. That one's easy to type. I'm gonna say, so if we do option 2 or 3, we're probably only gonna do one drawing because that'll take close to the full hour. If we do option 4, the idea is that we can do the drawings on a whole bunch, or like we can do builds on a whole bunch of people's accounts. I don't know, maybe we can get through 3, 4, maybe a little bit more, because what I'll do is optimize one monster on your account. So if you have one monster that you specifically want build, we'll pull your JSON and I'll run the build for that monster as I think it would be best built. Man, I wish I had a Josephine. And that Alexandria is toxic. Six, 7, 2. Anything special in it, or is it just like minor bug fixes? Because I feel like that's pretty quick, so it might just be bug fixes. I feel like this Alexandria is a force ban no matter what. We don't have any sustain. Which means he's gonna get the Ganny. Alexandria might be the most underrated LD5 in the game. I feel like she is just so insanely strong since she got that AoE reflect buff. In 2v2 too, she feels obscenely broken. I know she only affects one side of the field, but she still feels obscenely broken. Really? You're gonna land it with glancing? Provoke the Savannah, though. Provoke the Savannah. Because I reset the Ciara. The Savannah was not reset. Yeah, no, Taylor, obviously. Obviously, no way to know. Oh, nice. Alright, we got a tie again, guys. Tie again between 2v2 and Siege defense. So get your votes in now at the end of this wing. Tomo or Rocky? Tomo, definitely. Rocky is just super niche use. Tomo is honestly kind of niche use as well, but Tomo's still better. Interesting. Elsharian first pick. Alright, Siege defense winning 4-3. Yeah, the irony here, the counter to Miles could be Leo, but then the Leo nerfs the Elsharian. Weakest Nat 5 family in the game? That's an interesting question. Cannon Girls. Cannon Girls is the weakest Nat 5 family in the game because they only have one Nat. Oh no, Bella. Never mind. Bella's an LD5. Bella's strong. Weakest Nat 5 family in the game. Well, Widget. Shazam is really good, and Rahul is underrated, but Shazam is really good. Mages? No, Kiki is OP, bro. Kiki is super OP. Tian Lang is OP. Veramos Elsharian might be Ifrits. Veramos is strong in certain situations, so is Elsharian, but... Oh, well, no, because Ifrits, never mind. Tessarian and all that, yeah. Archangels have... no, Archangels are pretty solid. They have Veligul. Already went, right? So let's stun you. Oh, nice counter. Can she live, though? No, she's dead. Oh, with the proc. Okay, we have to go into the Nana now. Let me actually just set this up. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done, sir. Nice 2-0. Good games, bro. All right, it looks like Siege Defense is actually going to be the last one. So we're going to reset the drawing for this one. All right, guys. Any true whales out there? We're gonna let you go up to 100,000. Somebody wants to drain their points, you can go up to 100,000. While I give you guys a minute to get the votes in, let's take a look at who the weakest Nav 5 family is. Alright, so we have got Homunculi are strong. Battle Angels. No, because Veronica's the strongest monster in the game. So there's 4 bad ones. Actually, Destiny's okay. Destiny's not great. She's okay. Minato's not very good, but Ren is strong. Zen, I'm not sold on the buff. So Shadowcasters, I don't even remember what the light and dark ones do. Yeah, Shun's kind of complicated. Takes too much setup, right? Ritsu being able to steal turns is pretty strong. Ritsu being able to steal turns is pretty strong. Weapon Master is obviously solid. Nora is amazing. Sky Surfer is OP. Mage is OP. So the more recent one's mostly really strong, right? Those are strong. Those are super meta. Beast Rider's still okay. Lucifer's really good. Mephisto's really good. Belial's not bad. So I'd say the demons are definitely reasonable. Lightning Emperors are good. Paladins have Leona. That's pretty OP. Belinus. Ponies are awesome. Pandas are awesome. We have Samath and Nyx and Oberon. All really strong. These are all really strong. Sea King Emperors. Ponto's not very good. Mana Mana not very good. Oki is okay. Maybe Sea King Emperors. My vote might go to the Sea King Emperors. Because from the Hell Ladies, you have Ethna and Asima that are both OP. Ifrit's, Tasarian is amazing. Theomar's still really good. Elenoa, super strong from here. And then Lydia also pretty solid. See, from the Ritesh family, from the Beast Monk family, you have Shazam, who I think is actually really good. Like, what it would come down to me, I guess, you know, like, I would take Shazam over any of these, right? Triton has use. Oh, I forgot about Poseidon, though. Poseidon's really good. Never mind. Yeah, so there's still at least one good unit in that family. Maybe the... Nah, Wuss is really good, right? Nagong's amazing. Never mind, Nagong's amazing. Yeah, Phoenixes might be a fair bet, because you have QD, you have Kitanda Shang in the Monkey family. You have Ragdoll, and Jaeger's still pretty good. The Cult Girls, Nikki's great, Rika's great, Annabelle's not bad. Charlotte's really good in certain types of comps, obviously. Oracles, you know what? Shan is actually really good, and Zaratu's buff made him pretty good. So I think these guys are pretty good. From the Phoenixes, Jara's kind of eh. Sigmarus is trash. Tesher's trash. Perna's good. But and then Eludia is actually really good. Eludia is actually really good also. Cameron, yeah, I would take Shazam over Pontos 1,000 times out of 100, man. Shazam is so much better than Pontos. No comparison. No comparison. And this is spoken from somebody who has Pontos. I feel like every family has at least one or two good monsters. Actually, right now, where we stand in the game right now, every family has at least one or two good monsters for different uses, granted. But like Grogan's really solid, Zarath is really good, so you dragon, and obviously we have uses for all the main dragons, right? Every family has at least one or two good monsters. Akroma's above meh. Akroma's not amazing, but Akroma's solid. Katarina still has uses. Camilla is really, really good for Siege, though. Vanessa not so great, but Camilla is great in Siege, and then Akroma's great for Siege and Arena Defense and a few other places. Yeah, that's fair, Sam. I would say worst family is probably going to have to say two good ones. So in that case, would it just be... No, this has Tiana, right? Yeah, so the Phoenixes have Eludia and Perna. Sigmarus is not great. Teshar is really kind of underrated, though. Since his buff, Teshar is actually quite good. So I might still have to go Sea King Emperors, because you have Poseidon, who's great. Triton, who has niche use, but he's not actually great. He just has niche use. Okeanos really... Actually, I don't know. Okeanos is strong also. And Pontos isn't actually bad or anything. He's just niche use. Ah, man, it's tough. Actually, honestly, I don't know that there's a clear cut. I really don't know that there's a clear cut. Like, worst family. It might be Shadowcasters right now. It might actually be Shadowcasters. I think if I was forced to pick one, the one I would have to go with is Shadowcasters, because I've never seen Ritsu used, so I don't know if he's actually good or not. I know that Zen is still pretty bad right now. Minato is not great. He's not bad, but he's like high B or low A tier. Ren is like high A or low S tier. It's probably the best unit in the batch unless Ritsu is good. I think every other family has either a better top-end unit or more good units. So yeah, it might be Shadowcasters for me, but Shadowcasters will be due on the next balance patch also. Then the Shadowcasters will leap forward. After that, I mean, Bale's kind of eh, Belial's kind of okay. Mephisto, though, Mephisto makes the demon family. And then Lucifer is obviously amazing, and Beelzebub has niche use. It's actually really... You know what, one thing you've got to say, if you look at the state of the game and you try and evaluate just like family balance, that's interesting that we're really right there. So Brandia, actually a very underrated unit. Alicia, pretty much limited to high-end RTA cleaves with Nephthys and Maximilian. She's great there, and then she's great for arena offense. Also, she's usable for siege offense, so she's not bad. Tiana's obviously OP, Eleanor is OP, and Lydia has use. She's not OP, but she has use. Okeanos, still really strong. Poseidon, awesome. Triton, usable. Pontos, niche use. Really not super usable, but with Shizuka, he's a little better. Little better. Same thing, honestly, even like for the Hell Ladies. Because Kraka went from being a D tier unit to actually pretty strong with the Shizuka pairing. So now you have like Asima's OP just on her own. Kraka's OP if she's paired with Shizuka. Ethna is still amazing. Beth is kind of eh. And then Rocky Nishus. Yeah, man, I don't know that there's a clear cut like bad family. Craig is really good now. Gurkha just got a buff. Sagar's super strong. Carnell's super strong. And a lot of people swear by Borgnine. Plus he's unique, so... Yeah, I don't know that we have specifically a bad family right now. There's been a lot of times in the past where we had a bad family. We have bad units, but I don't feel like we have a bad family right now. Yeah, Wind Paladin is strong. All right, guys, so last chance to get into the giveaway. Right now, the most entries I see are 6,400. So highest entries in the giveaway, 6,400. Speed HP, everything except for attack. Oh, but I have some speed grinds. Okay, I know I needed some speed grinds. Yeah. That was unfortunate, but I don't think I'm gonna slam another one in just yet. Should I? No, let's see if I need it anywhere else. Oh, that is nice. That is super nice. I wish that had hit, but that's okay. We get the 42 here? Oh, baby. Yeah, that's a sexy rune. That's a sexy rune. That one's new, too. I just rolled that 2 days ago, I think. I wish we had hit the 5 on the speed grind. I have an immemorial, right? No, I don't. And no attack grind yet, but this rune's a freaking beast, man. This rune will make it into RTA somewhere. Target, re-up target, re-up target, right? Yeah, re-up target. I mean, I could 2 there, 2 there. I could technically keep this. It's not a great room, but I have too many re-up targets. Maybe I just put the defense gem in, or HP gem. Yeah, HP gem. Yeah, we'll just make this low efficiency, but it's an alright. What up, Kyle? Long time no see, man. How you doing? Would I rather 50 attack or 7 accuracy on this room? 50 attack for most monsters, about 5%. Accuracy, you can pull in artifacts. Yeah, I'd rather the 50 attack. .47 attack, okay. Oh, fair enough, bro. Fair enough. But I'm glad you're able to make it today. Well, that was today's violent rune farming, or violent gem and grind farming, but that wasn't bad actually. That 10 on the 10 on the HP rune, man, that rune's thick. That rune's really solid. Not this one. This one's not bad, but the speed is too low, right? 8 speed is kind of rough. But this rune's a freaking beast. I think that's my highest HP bio rune, actually. 35, so my highest slot 1 by far. This is 40, 31, yeah. And this is only 29. Yeah, that's my highest. 33, yeah, that's my highest. Alright, so here we go, guys. Most entries is Pipavin with 6,400. Pipavin has slightly over half of all entries in. Not quite. Not like so many that he's guaranteed, but slightly over half of all entries in. I have a feeling I know what you're going to ask me to build if you win. But here we go, guys. We are going to do the drawing now. And it is Pipavin. Alright, bro. So I assume that we're building Hyena's Ludo. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume we're just going to be building that Hyena's Ludo defense for you to test. Oh, rip. Alright, do you know which defense you want me to build, or do you want me to theory craft the defense for you? Either way is fine, that's part of the drawing. Just let me know what you'd like, and then send me your login info in Discord. Oh, rip. Rip the dream. guys, we actually have to, I actually have to switch. I have to switch my login into BlueStacks. So we're gonna have to go up on the member screen for a minute while I log in through BlueStacks. That is a Swift Samoth. I'll show you the stats as soon as I get logged in. Okay, Pipivin, I'm ready for a code. Like my arena defense, by the way, guys. Just a troll defense. I just put it up to be funny, but I guess it's not the worst defense ever. Alright guys, so we are gonna do some summons for Pipivin. Alright, so let's do some summons on, this is definitely the, wow, you can't summon 10 as a new player? But let's see if we can pull you something crazy on your global account. Not looking good right now, not looking good. Wait. Oh, it's Amelia. You've got to start now for your very first Dots team. We got the first Melia that you need. And we got our Rakiti that you know, or Raviti that you don't need. Whoops. Alright, so there's our summons for the day, guys. Actually, wait, can we get like get some crystals here? Dude, you've been whaling on your global account. 68,000 mana? That's a lot. Do we have any scrolls? Wouldn't it be funny if we pulled a Gianna? Let's find an LD scroll somewhere. Pull a Gianna, and then you can just sell your global account. I guess there's no scrolls in here anywhere. Okay. Oh, wait, we got scrolls. Let's pull a Nat 5, we'll trade it in for LD scrolls. Get a Gianna. Alright, Orochi. Good rates, honestly good rates. Like, it was good summon rates. Alright. I mean, there's brokers you could talk to, bro. I don't know if Alexandra is what people look for as a starter account. So here is the Samoth stats. Here is the Poseidon. Actually just switched his build up. He's got less crit damage and a little bit more attack now. And then he's got slightly better artifacts as a result. We have what, 8, 22% up, 22% attack increasing effect. Here's the Tiana. So crit damage 224, and I showed the Smoth already, that's right. Here is the Galleon. His build used to be better. I think he's lost some runes over time. I actually think he's lost a few runes over time. He was like 80% crit rate, so... Alright, for some reason, I'm waiting for it to log into your account. For some reason, it doesn't want to log in on the Europe side. It's a strong Conqueror defense right here. Alright, HOD, have a good one, bro. Yeah, gal, she's got room to grow, too. Well, they always have room to grow, right? They always have room to grow. What up, Andrew? How you doing, bro? Having fun with the new runes, man? Not gonna lie, I bought two of those. I bought two of those rune packs. I've always said don't buy rune packs, right? But that new pack that they put out is just so busted. That 42% HP rune you guys just saw, that actually rolled. That wasn't even a re-app. But those new packs are just something else. They're a whole other level of quick game progression. I mean, I actually got runes out of those packs that I can use in RTA. Yeah, bro. Like we actually had a couple of really strong re-apps, but just the volume that we did, that was like, you know, there's some sessions where maybe you get like a crazy 140% rune, 130% rune, something like that, which we actually, yeah, but and then there's like some sessions where you do like 40, 50 runes on 100 re-apps. That was that session. New rune pack guarantees an innate. You don't get to choose between the runes, so you don't get that choice of 3. But the fact that you get, you know, you get runes with innates, and then you get 10 re-apps each on the pack also is pretty insane. Better to strip in 4-star RTA. Second Awaken Red Fairy or Clara. Second Awaken Fairy, because of the artifact damage, is pretty insane. Oh yeah. No, we're actually in Pip, and so we'll switch after this one. I just like started talking and got into the routine. Alright, so Pipivin showed me that he showed me some different defenses that he's been toying around with. We are going to start by, let's see, where are we? Rank 900. Hey, congrats on the rank 35, Taylor. I mean, you can just bruiser it out. You can bruiser it out. I just cleave everything, but if I was higher rank, I wouldn't. But I think I'm team 20 something. 22. I'm team 22, and so it's like I just cleave everything. I got 24 wins the first week, 23 wins the second, but that's, you know, I could bruiser it all, but it just, I don't know. It doesn't feel it doesn't feel like an accomplishment to bruiser on team 22. If I was on team 1, I would make sure I tried for 50-0, right? That'd be the difference. Okay, so rank 85, flexing, man, flexing up there. Okay, so these are what we're looking at now. Carcano, Chilling Triana, older meta defense, but still really strong. Ciara, Bastet, Ken. This one, I feel like that one's pretty cleavable. I don't know if I would go that route. I mean, it's not bad to put up the defense, but it's not going to be our first choice. Okay, the Hyenas, Ludo, Vigor. I do think this one's interesting, but like you said, they're not built yet. Fang, Wusa, Laika. That's generally just way too easy. To be honest, I would not build this defense. There's so many ways to one-shot both of those units and then just create a 3v1 against the Wusa. You can also Amelia Bulwark this because Laika can be Bulwark. There's just too many counters in this one. Ophelia, Zingze, and Abelio. This one can play. This one can play. Iuna, Beta, and so Iuna, Beta, and Abigail. That one's interesting, but I feel like you run into the same issue. That's pretty cleavable. Ajir, Tessarian. So this is probably like a play because you don't have Odin. The Ajir is just going to be hard to get him enough stats. And then if he does Berserk... Yeah, the thing is, if he does go into Berserk, he's just so squishy. I think the Tessarian Riley can play. I mean, it's super bulwarkable. Anything with Riley on defense is super bulwarkable, but... and then the Theo, Praha, Savannah. So this is less cleavable. The double speed buff, though, I feel like you're getting less value between the Praha and the Savannah because they're duplicating with the speed buffs. I like the strip. You also have double water here. This is very fangable. Like a Leo Fang with 2-man this. Actually, well, you would need a resistance Fang. If you were to build this defense, Theomars needs 85 accuracy. It's not what you would normally think of, but so one of the big things with defenses is you need to make sure that you're building a defense that people aren't expecting. So if I did this team, I would do an 85% accuracy Theo. I'd probably do max resistance on the Praha, and I'd probably do max resistance on the Savannah. I might even just try and do the Theo with, because I think you might have the runes to be able to do like a resistance and accuracy build. Especially if you use the Praha. Well, if you use the Praha lead, that gives it away. You can't use the Praha lead. It has to be the Theo. But yeah, I would try and just get the accuracy on the Theo so that he can. And I would actually build this team super slow. I would put this on 205 or 239 tick, and then I would do really because this team is going to be. Everybody sees this team. I mean, I don't know if I see this team, the first thing I think is Leo. Because Leo nullifies both speed buffers, and he nullifies both speed scaling damage. Yeah, I see the screenshots as well. Most of them are here. A couple of differences, but most of them are here. But yeah, I think this is an interesting defense because you can do this as a trap defense. I think if you built this like 205 with max accuracy Theo, max resistance on the 3 units, you might trap some people. Because the Theo and the Savannah both make it at least somewhat anti-cleave, and if somebody tried to Leo Bruiser this, they would get wrecked if it was a slow, high accuracy Theo. That's a definite possibility. That might be a fun one to build. So we've got the Kamoon Orion Fuki. That's a pretty straight RNG one. That one's pretty straightforward. I don't think it's a bad defense, but I don't know if it would be as much like stream content type stuff. The Sarian Praha Sagar. Sagar is food to Rune. So with that one you could get Rune too much. Or Camilla too much. Granted, everything is food to something these days. Offense has a huge advantage over defense. But I think of all the defenses I'm looking at here, the one I feel like could be a real trap defense is this one. I feel like this could just be a massive trap defense. This is the one I'd be leaning towards from the list you sent me. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You have the rune quality for high G2. All right. Any interesting units that are not in your list? Liang never quite worked out. Jubel is a nice anti-cleave monster. I don't see him in any of your theory craft, but at the lower G1 ranks with your rune quality, Jubel would dominate. Even something like Jubel Beta. Did you do Jubel Beta Triana? Could you do Jubel Beta Triana? Would there be enough damage? If you did a crit rate Beta, and a crit, like if you did damage builds on all three, because Beta and Triana both hit really hard. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to think of something like if you could get 3 damage dealers, but you need multi-hits. You would need more multi-hits. I don't know about easy counter though, because if Jubel procs, that's 80% down on the light gold. It's the Halphus that's a bigger threat there, but that's the Beta can strip the Halphus, but she may not. That's not 100% activation. You have the Ileana Sagar. Diana, of course, does not go on defense. Can't find your monster storage. Okay, here it is. Karu, Zabelio, Shihu, Teo Praha, Chow, Dawn, Masha. See, I mean, I think Masha might have some interesting applications on defense, but once she's dismounted, she's dead. So it would have to be Masha plus a Reviver. And Masha Vanessa don't work together, so it has to be Masha Nana, basically. Let's see, Mephisto. Yeah, I think the one I feel like is most interesting, because a lot of other defenses would be pretty standard, like just normal defenses, right? But the one I see that could just be a hard trap, from the ideas you sent me, but I actually think it would work. I mean, we could work out a different one, but I think we could just work out like a really interesting trap defense off that one. So that's what I would, that's the one I'm gonna go with. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna run the builds, and I'll run them with artifacts. I'm gonna send you the builds in Discord. I'm not gonna put the runes on the monsters because I don't wanna break stuff on your account, but we're gonna run the builds. So where do we have it here? It's gonna be, well, if we're running the builds, I don't have to change the defense, right? So let's bring up the optimizer. I actually prepared for this. Take a look at the Carcano CR ones. Okay. Max 2, yeah, honestly, swap is the single best thing you can ever buy in Summoner's War. Okay, Carcano. So I would like the chilling. Okay, first of all, yeah, so the chilling needs to be much faster. So the thing a lot of people forget with the chilling is your attack speed increases according to the number of beneficial effects on you. So if you put a shield set on one of these units, okay, you've got the shield set. So we got the shield set on the Triana, and you've got the Carcano on Will. What you're lacking here is Destroy, though. I would maybe put the shield set on the Carcano, and then I would put the Triana on Destroy, because you've got a damage build on the Triana. You can actually drop the Triana's crit rate here a fair amount, because you're going to have chilling attack, chilling crit rate buff pretty consistently, and Triana's going to default to water. So I would probably drop the Triana's crit rate to like somewhere around 60, and then use that extra crit rate to make additional stats. These I would definitely make attack artifacts just from an efficiency basis, because her base attack is so low, and this is going to be a damaged Triana. So if you put attacks on here, you're getting 19%. It's like getting 19% attack through subs, where when it's defense, it's like getting 16-17% attack through subs. So plus she doesn't really, honestly, she doesn't need this much defense. I think somewhere around plus 500 is fine for this. So if you switch these two over to attack, you still have like 100, 140 defense that you could drop. Try and get that extra defense into some crit damage. Try and get the lower crit rate into some crit damage. You might even be able to go with a crit damage build here if you make those changes to the stats. Now, for the chilling, remember that he's going to speed buff on the slot 2. So you're saying he's tuned to go just in front of Carcano, but if the chilling goes first. So one thing here, we've got the Carcano 241. We've got the okay, so I see what you did. I see what you did. So with his passive, you've got him tuned to go in front. Carcano build is really nice. Carcano build is really nice. You don't need to change much here. I like this build a lot. Yeah, I don't see anything you need to change here. Maybe damage on wind, damage on fire water, that's solid. Skill 3 accuracy, great artifact. This is a great artifact for Carcano. Yeah, I don't see anything that needs to be changed at all with Carcano. I would just mostly make the adjustments I talked about with the Triana. And then, I guess with the Carcano, what you are changing is you're going to shield runes. But I would try and keep this build. I think the build itself is killer. But just maybe get the shield set on the Carcano and destroy on Triana. You could go destroy on Carcano too, but the difference is Triana's going to take more turns with her skill 1, oddly, than Carcano. Because although Triana heals with the skill 2, Triana can't cut if, for passive procs, but also Carcano's going to be cycling in and out of hidden aim form, so Triana will actually give you more destroy overall. You don't have to have the destroy. In this type of team, you don't have to have it, but if they bruiser you, it can help. So Max 2, I actually do have a... Oh, bro, I just realized you guys didn't even tell me. I've been, like, clicking... Yeah, Pippin, I just saw that, man. Oh, bro. Okay. Okay, so Max 2, I have a video called Building Solo R5. If you just search YouTube for this one, it should turn up. When you talk about natural progression, so BJR5 usually comes before Solo R5, but you definitely want to do Solo R5 when you can. Now, my video is for a more advanced Solo R5, so the first Solo R5 you'll build will probably be more of a bruiser, kind of based on like the old school R5 teams where you're going to have some heal block and attack break and glancing and some healing, cleansing, stuff like that. I haven't done a video on that, but if you look at like the old videos from years and years ago, for building R5 teams and just build 3 teams based off those videos, but updating them for like newer monsters, using like a Darien in one team, stuff like that, that would help. So, guys, to show you the builds, because apparently I was showing my screen the entire time, so here's the Chilling, here is the Triana. I personally would like to see maybe a little more crit rate on the Chilling, but I think the big thing, so we got great additionals here, and he's got high defense, so this makes sense. Got speed up effect, that makes sense. The attack up effect doesn't matter, this is all about the damage down from wind. I think the chilling build is solid. I would like to see a little bit more crit rate, but I don't think it's vital. He's getting most of his, he's getting a ton of damage off artifacts, so I think that's okay. Yeah, I think overall, I mean, I do like the faster chilling because he can strip into slows and mess up their turn order too. No, I don't think they're too fat at all. I don't think there's, I mean, this isn't fully anti-Lucian. If somebody's got a Mirane Teon Lucian, they're gonna snipe you. The way you would actually get this anti-Lucian is by getting the chilling crazy fast, kind of like a Miles build, and taking advantage of the passive with the shield and the will, and just not speed tube. So that's why I was saying I would actually make the chilling faster. I would probably try and get the chilling on the 286 tick, because he's not quite there yet. And I would maybe worry a little bit less about tight tuning on this one, because you're going to be cycling so much with that speed buff, it'll be okay. And Carcano gives himself his own defense break anyway. But yeah, I would probably just focus on making the chilling faster and then making the rune sets changes that I talked about. That's where I would go with that defense. The other one you asked me to look at, I think you said was a Ciara defense. So Ciara Bastet, Vile Revenge. The tick on the Ciara is right. You've got crit rate, Nemesis, Despair Nemesis, Swift Nemesis, and then Vile Revenge. Just to be brutally honest, I don't feel like, because you said you can get up into G2, I don't feel like a 300 is a fast enough Swift set in G2 if somebody's trying to cleave this. When you're in the lower G1 matches, it could be tough, but the other problem you're going to run into is this can be, there's so many different counters to Ciara with Rune and everything else. I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of this defense. I think it can get some wins because you're going to rune gap people. I think the builds are solid. And like I said, I think you're going to rune gap people. The Ciara accuracy is a big concern, but you are just looking for RNG here. I would still switch this, though. The additionals aren't going to make or break this fight. That's an RTA thing. I would switch this artifact to get some skill 2 accuracy. But, I mean, keep in mind, like, the revenge runes, too. So what happens if the opponent outspeeds you, and they go, and then the Ciara revenges and moves in front of the Ken? Yeah, just be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this defense. I think your rune quality means that you're going to get wins. So you don't necessarily have to take it down. I'm kind of on the fence about Ciara having revenge runes, though. I do think that it's got some potential downsides with her getting in front of the Ken on turn 1. Other two builds are fine. The Ken build is fine, good crit rate. Good accuracy, a little squishy, but this is more about like getting that kill on turn 1, right? So it's a solid build. And the Bastet build itself is solid. You know, don't get me wrong, the Bastet build is solid. Again, I might like to see accuracy over resistance for her, but I think in this case you're just trying to get the RNG gods to favor you, and that's the key with defense building, right? So a little bit less accuracy, a little bit less crit rate, and just hoping for the RNG gods to favor you is not a bad thing for these builds. We do have the 11% accuracy with some additionals, so the artifact makes sense. So it's ungodly. I do normally 2 community help streams a month. Today was an unplanned one, so we actually did 3 this month. It's all done by drawing, though, because there'd be no way for me to keep up with like every request. I do some account service. You can check it at my website, like there, zeniogaming.com. Basically, it's $50 an hour. I am booked. Usually, I'm booked out pretty far. I know for right now, I believe I'm booked out at least 2 weeks. What up, Zeke? And how you doing, bro? All right, so Pipivin, let's run the builds for your defense. Okay, how are you on mana? Oh, 200. Yeah, you got plenty of mana. Okay. So we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna bring this down. So we got the optimizer. get JSON loaded in. So we're talking about Theo Praha Savannah. I want to see how much damage we can get from the Theomars at the 239 tick with an accuracy build. But I am seriously thinking, if this is a trap defense, I'm seriously thinking about just running at 205. Sure, you have a max tower, so we'll do that. We'll leave the artifacts disabled. So we're going to load in the possible runes. I guess I'll throw in HP and resistance runes as possibilities. I definitely want the crit damage here. So Theo only needs 61 crit rate, and I think we can run this build at 50. 61 is a guaranteed crit, but that same concept of trying to let the RNG gods favor you a little bit, we don't have to necessarily have perfect crit rate here. So he's going to get 24 from his lead, 15 from Elemental King. So 61 is all he needs to begin with. So we'll run him at 50. However, I do really want that high accuracy build because I think what we're doing is trying to bait fangs. So the whole point of this defense, the whole point of trying to craft this as a trap defense is we're going to try and bait some bruiser fangs, because when people see Savannah, they think Leo if they have it. And then the best pairing right there is Leo Fang. If you run a max resistance Fang, all of a sudden, John Turtle at 76, but then Theo also has his own leader skill, which is 24 more. So in this case, because we're running with the Theo lead, he's getting 24 plus 15 to need 61. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to take a look at skill 1. We'll run it with speed scale. It'll obviously be less damage. With the Leo. But we're still going to run at speed scale just to see what happens. Use Guild War buildings. It's a single target ability. We're going to call the enemy just an average 70%. Okay, so 60 on the highest build. Well, we're going to run a couple of different builds. I want to get a feel for where the overall damage is. I want to get a feel for what kind of builds we can run. That's a better way to say it. So, in the pure damage build, and then let's go up with. So it's ungodly. Unfortunately, this is the last. This was the last one today. It was done by drawing on stream. Pipivin won the drawing. But I've actually been streaming for close to 4 hours, so this will be the last one today, unfortunately. 104. We're really just looking for a stat stuff build here. So Taylor, I don't know what might be wrong with your Nox, but I would suggest A-Stick Gaming. I don't know if Ace is still around, he can drop a link. If he's not, check Ace's channel. He has a video on how to set up Mumu Player. And Mumu Player works great. Alright, so if we don't go with resistance, just looking from an efficiency range, I like these two builds. So we'll do this. Now, if we drop the damage, we go like 17,000. And we try for 100 resistance. Let's see if we can get that. So it's ungodly. I've actually done videos on each of the Rift Beasts. I'll tell you the easiest ones to pass are going to be light, dark, and fire. And then wind's a little bit tougher, and then water's a little bit tougher from there. You can definitely do them all. But Belager is amazing for light, dark, honestly, fire and wind. He's amazing in all of them. And one of the things that you can do is build your monsters slower and higher damage, get some high defense monsters in the front line, and then use Vertihile in the back line to make up for the lack of speed. Because you don't need any speed at all while the boss is in groggy state, you just need speed to get the kill after the boss is out of groggy state, until you have enough damage. What up, Axe? How you doing? Always down in procs. If I knew how to not be down in procs, I would be G3, bro. I'm in the same boat as you, bro. I'm in the same boat as you. Alright, so we can't get the build here at 239. Let's see if we can get it at 205. Yeah, so I actually just did an account service for somebody recently with early game Rift teams, and I know they were struggling, kind of how you're struggling, and like I said, basically what we did was just what I just explained. It was the Belager and throw in the Vertihile in the back line. So replace like Crow with Vertihile and try that, but use your Trikaru Vertihile. Just like really high damage Vertihile, but something that can give you just a few extra turns. And I would try that. Alright, so I'm not seeing the resistance build even at 205. So I think we go resistance on the Praha Savannah. It'll be easier to get there. Yeah, no, it's a tough build to get, bro. I think you probably need like 110 to make that build, like honestly. We can try it at 100 and see if we just drop some stats. But I think it's more that you just need the efficiency to actually get there. And if we run it with a Praha lead, then it's going to be pretty obvious that it is a resistance build. I'd rather conceal that. So I think we just take one of the 239 builds. In this case, it would be this one. This would be the build that I would take. So let's go ahead and drop this. Actually, well, first let's run your artifacts. So we're going to equip this. We're going to lock it. We're going to come back over here. We'll drop the lock runes. We're going to force the Theamar's build now. Theamar's, force runes, and then get rid of the resistance. That's why it's not popping up. We're going to run this with the artifacts, and I want to just find out how we can do the most damage. That's going to be this one. That has no HP, so this has 24/7 at 26,000. Anything that scales up on the other side. I see some defense artifacts in there, which is not terrible. Alright, so 124,000. So highest damage here is 26,000. If we go 26,500. Oops. So we need to go 24,800. So from 26, we drop to 24. That's a big drop. So I think we just take one HP artifact. And then, do we have any of these rockin' defense? Actually, this is defense. Okay, perfect. So this is the one that I would go with. Let's get this here. Now, for the speed tune purpose, that's going to put the Theo at 244, which is actually 229 without the tower, right? So we're a little over tick also, which is not a bad thing. You're not going to run into, honestly, in G1 that's not going to matter as much, but Let's see, so for the Praha, we probably want to be somewhere around 232. But let's actually run the Savannah first. Savannah can go 228. So we'll turn the tower, we'll turn the totem off now that we know where we need to be. We'll put the Savannah at 228. Now this time we should be able to make the max res. We do want the bigger HP here, and then we want to go at least 1800 attack. Don't worry about that so much. 50 crit rate's fine for the Savannah as well. I think 50 accuracy is fine for the Savannah. The Theo's kind of the bigger one here. Hold off on the damage. Let's bring this back to 104 because I know we can do that build. I didn't change this to Savannah. Okay. Yeah, 104. That looks good. 1 trillion. That's because I didn't turn off artifacts. Okay. So in her current build, she does 18,000 damage. That's a. Oh, we didn't program her skill. So we need critical link, all the same configuration. Okay. So it's ungodly. One thing you could do is work on using a lot of blade runes, even if you have to have three blade sets. But I would also consider. Well, I think Taylor just said it. I would also consider blade runes. It doesn't have to be forced onto rage. But I think triple blade, honestly, that gives you 36 crit damage right there. And then if you're lacking other stats, it just means you need to do a little bit of raid. Even if you're doing like R3, like if that's all you can do is R3, then that's totally fine. But the extra gems and grinds that you'll get on your runes will help your progression so much more than just farming endlessly for runes, because if you take a crappy rune and you put gems and grinds on it, it will be better than a legend rune. So I would say if you don't quite have the damage yet, then maybe just focus on getting a little bit of gems and grinds from R3, and if you can't make a good rage or a good fatal set, don't be afraid to do like triple blade. We're talking about Rift Beast, not R5, John. He's not at a point yet. If you can't triple S the Rift Beast, then you're not running BJR5. So if you're not running BJR5, then he doesn't need to be on Will. Alright, so our problem might be the lack of resistance runes. Speed, attack, HP. Oh, we can take her off crit damage. We'll leave the slot 4 open. Yeah, no worries, Sean. Let's bring the act down a little bit. Let's bring the attack down a little bit. We can use artifacts. I want to bring the HP down though. Alright, here we go. So it'd be a crit rate build. Doing 7,200 damage compared to 10,000. It's a drop, but it's not the worst thing. More crit than we need. 24 crit rate lead, so this is fine. So here I would actually default to the lower crit rate. 42 accuracy. So this is it on Destroy. Now what if we just take it off of Destroy and look at Will? I'm assuming maybe your Will runes are better. Yeah, look at that. See, we went from less than 1 billion builds to over 12 billion, so that says your Will runes are probably better. Yeah, remember, crit damage multiplies critical hits. So if you don't have enough crit rate, then all the crit damage is a wasted stat. And crit damage, like 10 crit damage is typically worth 100 flat attack. So the reason that Rage runes do more damage than Fatal runes is because you get 40 crit damage off the set effect as opposed to 25% attack. So in the case of Veil, 25% attack is worth like 200 attack. And 200 attack is worth like 20 crit damage, assuming you always crit. So rage runes give you 20 crit damage more of a bonus. But if all your fatal runes, like if you're early game and you've been farming lots of giants and not farming necro yet, your fatal runes may be so much better that you get more damage out of that set. Honestly, I use several fatal sets in my solo R5 team because rather than using 13 rage sets where they get worse and worse, at a certain point my best fatal set was definitely better than my 8th best rage set. So I have 2 or 3 fatal sets in my solo R5 team mixed in with rage and fight. I mean, sure, if you farmed all of the dungeons and you have lots of runes, your best rage set will hit harder than your best fatal set. But there's a certain point at which the fatal set that you have available will hit harder than any rage set you have available. And then it matters even more when a monster has a higher base attack, like Lucian benefits more from fatal than Shren does. Shren should be on violent anyway, but just, Shren could be on rage, but usually on violent, but just as an example. Alright, so if we switch to Will, we do get what looks to be a much better build. 59 crit rate is actually fine because of the leads that we have. So 61 is a guaranteed crit on water. We can do 60 here. I like this more. That's a super efficient build. So let's cap here at 62 to narrow it out. So if you look at these two builds, just as an example, if we look at the Will builds, particularly this one, so it's 105% efficiency versus 103 on Destroy. It's so people don't expect the resistance, Taylor, yeah. If you do resistance, they expect resistance. The idea of this defense is to try and bait people to come in with something like a Leo Fang. Now with Fang's New Awakening, his accuracy is going to offset the resistance a lot anyway. But we're hoping that you can just get the Theo to go crazy on a lower tick with more stats. That's why also the Theo was built with really high accuracy. The idea here is to build a trap defense. I think I like this top Will build the most. The one other thing we could run it on, but I doubt we're gonna find a build, would be Nemesis. These days, offense has so much advantage in every fight that the way that you win on defense, there's 3 ways you win on defense. You get Unreal RNG, which does happen, but even with Unreal RNG, a lot of counters are so strong that there could be no amount of RNG that would ever allow you to win. Or you just room gap somebody by such an obscene amount that they have no chance. Or you trap them. You make the defense look like it's one thing, and then you actually build it to be something else. So if we run the Praha lead, then it's very obvious that it's a resistance. But if we run the Theo lead with the Praha, then they're going to be thinking it's a fast Praha, and they've got one of 2 choices. They could try and outspeed you, but because Theo and Savannah are both hard to cleave, they may try and Leo you. And if they try and Leo you, they would expect the Leo to nerf all of the Theo and Savannah damage. So instead we build slower Theo and Savannah with really high damage and a high accuracy Theo that can defense break a max res Fang or Leo. And if the Theo deletes one of those 2 units, it's over on the spot. It doesn't mean it's going to win every time, but you trap people that way. So that's the idea. Oh, Axe, every Sagar I fight does that to me, yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna now drop the Nemesis, we're gonna run the Savannah force builds, we're gonna force in the Savannah, and we're gonna rerun the same thing with artifacts open. See if we can get double HP artifacts. So 9,000 on the double HP artifact, 9,600 on the single HP artifact. So I don't mind the extra 100 attack either. Let's do that. So I think this is the correct build for the Savannah. Go ahead and screenshot this for you here. And then with the Praha, that'll be our last build. Let's check the actual Savannah speed. So the actual Savannah speed is 229, well tuned. So the Praha just needs to be 230. No, 232 probably, right? 231. Praha needs to be 231. How should you rune Colleen? Violent broken, violent anything. Just super tanky. Get Colleen high defense, and then use defense artifacts on her because her base defense is super low. So the defense artifacts are really efficient. If you can't farm a high level of artifact dungeon, literally use white artifacts. It doesn't matter. They cost less mana. You can go farm PC3 with any 5 random monsters. Close your eyes, click on 5 monsters, and you can farm PC3. And you get some white artifacts, and it's just free stats. And it's like 150k mana to plus 15 one of them. So put Colleen on Violent with like speed HP, speed HP defense, and then do 2 defense artifacts. What up, Andrew? How you doing, man? All right, so there's the Savannah. So now we're gonna look at the Praha. I may have, but because of like the account services and the streams, I usually clear out all the JSONs every couple of days because it gets confusing. Yeah, Colleen is better for Windrift than Fran is because of the lower cooldown. Alright, so we're going to drop out the Force, we're going to drop out the Savannah. We are going to look at speed or HP there, crit rate or HP there, attack, HP, no attack, HP or res there. I would like the Praha and Nemesis for this one, especially if they try and Leo. The Praha can push ahead. Praha just needs to be super tanky, does not need attack. 2. Here, I can check real quick. It is not there. It is not there. I may have it in recycle bin. I can take a look. I can take a look off stream if it's still in my recycle bin though. Okay, we don't care about the Praha damage. We honestly don't care about Praha's accuracy. We do want the resistance. She needs 76, 61 crit rate is going to be enough, but we do want that full 61, and then I think we said 233 speed. Taylor with the super chat says, XG, let's 2v2 in the future. Had fun. Good luck good for viewers. Taylor, thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, bro. And yeah, we'll definitely look at some more 2v2 streams. It's a really fun meta, and now that you can actually queue and not wait all night long, I do enjoy it. I mean, I thought I was going to like it when it came in. It was just the queue times were too excessive. Obviously, it does bring out a lot of cleave, which is kind of but otherwise it's really fun. All right, so 232. So we can go 232 here. Really, we're going to want at least 32,000 here, and we got to turn off the artifact optimization. Drop the Nemesis. I would have liked Nemesis, but we can drop the Nemesis for Will. We can also check Destroy. 104. These all use crit rate runes. You know what? Let's see what would happen if we just simulated with some grinds. Let's throw in speed, HP, crit rate. Okay, so we got a lot more builds with the sim. I think it may be that your Despair runes aren't as well gemmed and grinded yet. So what I did here is I just, I set it to minimum. So that's basically a min-roll legend, which is like a mid-roll hero. And we're assuming just the grinds that you have and the gems that you have. Now the efficiency reading is no longer accurate. The efficiency doesn't account for the gems and grinds in, so these builds will actually be more efficient than they just were. Now again, I would like to cap the amount of crit rate that we have because that makes a better use of our stats. I see a lot of lower builds also, so we'll cap the resistance. Try and narrow that down a bit more. And then let's see, we got 35k HP at 205k effective with 30 accuracy. That all looks solid. We'll bring the crit rate down a little bit further. 76, we're at 73, so that's fine. Alright, let's see here. 34.7, this is a big jump on HP. The attack is kind of low, but we don't need her doing damage. So the only thing I would like to see, what would happen if we cap the crit damage? We lose all the builds. Okay. So then this is pretty much our build right here. Now this, I want to take a quick look and make sure that the gems it tells us to use make sense. So it wants us to gem in HP flat over attack, accuracy, and accuracy. We're in 1338. That's this one. I mean, it's only a 5% attack. That one's probably okay. I don't mind that one. And 478 and 514. So 514, it's telling us to gem over accuracy. That's fine. No, actually, 514, gem this over the flat attack. So it's telling us to gem over accuracy. It's not always perfect on where to gem it, but gem it over the flat attack and keep the accuracy. So on this rune right here, change the flat attack to HP percent. So one thing here, I just want to be real clear. It's telling you to use the gems that you have, which means you don't have a despair HP percent gem. But the correct actual build here is to put an HP percent gem over attack flat when you get it. But you can use the HP flat gem until you have the HP percent gem. So that one's fine. And then we're in 514 and 478. So that's 514. This is 478. This one I would keep the accuracy. The extra 1,000. You're gonna get more HP from here. So this one I would keep the accuracy. So I'm gonna type that in. Keep AC on slot 3. Gem HP percent over flat attack slot 6. So I'll give you that note. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and lock this, and then otherwise I'm fine with the list of gems and grinds here. We'll lose this when I do the artifact run, so let me throw this into Discord. Go ahead and equip this, we'll lock this, come back over here, we're gonna turn back on artifacts, monsters. Now for Praha, we must have damage down from wind, so attribute. We're gonna want both of these to be HP, and include. There it is. Alright, there is the Praha build. So, there is your siege defense, bro. That's how I would build a trap siege defense, guys. Hopefully that made for some interesting content. It's a different kind of siege defense, which is why I wanted to do that one. Again, the goal of this one is basically just to bait in things like a Leo and a Fang. Pipivin, I am going to go ahead and log out of your account now. Go ahead and log back into mine. Yeah, no, you're. That was the goal of the siege. That was the goal of the stream, man. That's why we did it by vote and we did it by drawing. You're very welcome. Yeah, you're very welcome, bro. Hopefully it works, man. Hopefully it works. Obviously, just let me know how it does. I'll be very curious to know if it pulls in some wins. It's a different kind of build, and I'm not positive that a trap defense makes as much sense in G1. because less people have Leo, less people may be likely to use Leo, but it'll be interesting to see how it performs. It really will. Alright, so we're going to bring up, not move a player, we're going to bring up blue stacks, we're going to turn off edge. And that's going to be it for today's stream, guys. We did all of our wings earlier, so I can't actually close with some wings. So that's going to be it for today's siege. That's going to be it for today's stream, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. We tried something a little bit different today, and hope you guys all have a great week, and I will see you guys on Sunday. It's ungodly. Good luck, man. Good luck getting the team working. Definitely think about trying the Vertihile in the back line. All right, guys, have a good one. I will catch you guys on the next stream.